Hello keepers, we have made it to Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort. I've been under the weather for quite some time at the beginning of this year, so really haven't got out to do a whole lot, but we're here, we made it. It's the end of the season, but we're here, we're going to see what we can see, do what we can do, bring you along with us. So with all that being said, let's go. Mike the Bee, the music. Well, like I said, we did make it to this season's version of Mardi Gras at Universal Studios Florida. We did make it to the very end of the actual season this year, but like I said, I had been under the weather, which many people I know have been, so I hope if you did catch anything that has been going around this season, I hope you're feeling better and doing well. This season's Mardi Gras did run from February 7th to April 4th of 2026, bringing all the sights, sounds, and flavors of Mardi Gras to Central Florida, of course with that family-friendly atmosphere. The Mardi Gras extras are included in your daily ticket, so as long as you have entrance into the theme park for the day, you can enjoy all the festivities that are part of the Mardi Gras season. One of our favorite things that started 10 years ago during Halloween and has been going strong ever since is the tribute store. This season, we're visiting Tauntaun's Roadhouse. This is in reference to the Baron Tauntaun, who is a Mardi Gras icon. These tribute stores are amazing. They're full of all kinds of backstories, lores, other tributes, hidden gems, Easter eggs. I'm not going to get into all that because, like I said, we did go at the end of the season. So the store is already about to close or is closed by the time I post this video. Got all these bottles in here. Kitty Cat Gin, Curated Spirits Vodka, Gurgnog, bunch of Easter eggs, Lion's Head Vodka. Got Earl Lot back there in the corner. Something acorns, I can't read that one. Northern Anxiety. King Rum, that looks like King Kong. Got some Gregormeister in here. Gurgermeister? Gurgermeister. Sawfish there in the corner. There are a lot of little Easter eggs throughout the tribute store, but there's also scavenger hunts. So if you read some of the things within the tribute store, you'll get little hints as to what you're supposed to be hunting for. Alright, so we have Who Keeps Hiding the little Tribby skulls around the bar. Somebody wrote me, and they said 7, 8, 11, and then they said, well, stop, and they said no. So there's like at least 11, I'm guessing, if not more. They also like to hide these rats, and it looks like there's 8 rats we gotta find, so we'll look for those as well. It also says that there's watch out for the crawfish. There are too many to count, so many. So we'll keep our eyes out for those crawfish while we're looking for everything else. You're doing great. Look at you. That's awesome.
See, this is why you should never do this in front of your husband.
So before we go into the kitchen portion of the Roadhouse, I did want to point out there was a health inspection report that was posted within the bar area. This report now, it's not good. They got a 34 out of 100, which is horrible. It did say great work, better than last year. For those of you who are in the food industry know that these are not done on a yearly basis. They're usually done on a quarterly basis. Something else I noticed on the report, it says that all the corrections had to be be corrected immediately by April 4th of 2024, which means this report posted is 2 years old, and nothing new has been reported since, which is a little concerning about to eat here. So I'm going to go through this really quickly, the violations, as we tour this interesting kitchen. Employee did not wash hands before the handling of food. This was a repeat violation. Poultry was stored 2 degrees below recommended temperature, leaving the chicken too cold. That was corrected. Don't want that chicken to be too cold. Employee was found mixing coleslaw with an ungloved hand up to his shoulder. Now, did he wash his hands? Maybe it wasn't that bad. I know gloved hands in ready-to-eat food is kind of a big thing. Containers filled with harmful toxic chemicals, all in caps, are improperly labeled with duct tape and sticky notes. So I'm glad that they labeled it, but improperly labeled, and why is it toxic chemicals sitting within your kitchen? Inadequate cutting tools used to handle raw meat and vegetables. The tools appear to be handmade from flint, sharpened scrap, and carved wood. This was a repeat violation, which means, I don't know, people, they just don't care. Creatures were found amongst improperly stored vegetables and cheeses within the fridge. Animal and pest control recommended. It should not be recommended. It should be immediately called. What's going on? Please refrain from removing crawfish from tank and walking them around the kitchen walls and floor. This could cause harmful cross-contamination. Employees found dumping industrial quantities of toxic waste, again in caps, and vinegar into the Mississippi River. Inspector called law enforcement. This kitchen was a hot mess. I do not recommend eating at the bar. Go for the drinks, but skip the food. We can't talk about Mardi Gras without bringing up some of the food, and although we didn't get to try much this year, we did find some of the staples that we love have returned for this season. So from Bites of the Bayou, we did get the baked Cajun mac and cheese. This was a returning option. This is made with cavatappi pasta with andouille sausage and Holy Trinity, tossed in a spicy Cajun cream sauce with scallions. Like I said, this is returning. We were really looking forward to this, and this year it wasn't quite as good. It seemed to be a little bit overbaked. There were some parts that were a little bit crispy that should not have been crispy. The flavor was okay. The Cajun seasoning was not overpowering. It just wasn't as good as we remember. So I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 Bs. We also got the fried green tomato po' boy. This was flash fried green tomatoes, lettuce, onion, pickles, and Cajun remoulade. I love this sandwich. It is so good and refreshing. I know it's fried green tomatoes, it's on a hoagie roll, but it's actually not heavy, it's light, everything complements each other. It's just done, it's so good and perfect. I have to give it 5 out of 5 Bs. From Taste of the Quarter, we got the beignets, which is a traditional New Orleans pillowy pastry bite, fried and dredged in a powdered sugar. I was not impressed with the beignets this year. The order we got, they looked amazing. They were covered in the powdered sugar, came in a paper bag, but they were not pillowy. I think they were a little over-fried because they were a little tough and chewy. I'm going to have to give these a 2 out of 5 Bs. We also picked up one of the king cakes. This was a Mardi Gras cake with a cinnamon swirl, icing, sprinkles, and a Mardi Gras baby. Now this was no traditional king cake by any means, and for those of you who got one in the past, when they used to do traditional king cakes, you do know that they used to be dry and not very good. So this is more like a little bundt cake, a cinnamon swirl bundt cake. It was actually pretty good. It had like a nice kind of moist texture to it. The icing wasn't too bad. The sprinkles were a little overwhelming, but of course it is a Mardi Gras king cake, so that's expected. So if you're expecting a traditional king cake, this is not what this is, but for what it is, I thought it was pretty good, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Bs. Over at the Schwab's Pharmacy, my husband did get one of the King Gator's Praline Party Shake. The shake is a praline ice cream milkshake with Mardi Gras inspired sweet milk, sprinkles, and a golden chocolate gator. When he got his milkshake, they were out of the Golden Gator, so they did offer him a substitute, and he went with the gummy bears. He said it was a basic praline milkshake, so nothing to get excited over, but it was a nice seasonal option. So we're going to give this a 3 out of 5 Bs. This year was the debut of the meet and greet with Prince Gator. He was introduced to Mardi Gras just a couple years ago, and now we can officially say he is definitely an icon of Universal Orlando Mardi Gras. So the addition of the meet and greet was a fun surprise for this season and a welcome addition. About an hour or two before the parade kicks off, the performers come out to get you hyped up to get ready to catch some beads. The time had come for the crown jewel of the Mardi Gras festival, which was the Mardi Gras Parade. Alright guys, well that's it for Mardi Gras 2026. Like I said, this is the end of the season. I hope you made it out this year and had a great time here at Universal Orlando Resort. As always, thank you for following along on these little adventures of mine. And as always, I am Mike the Bee. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm just going to be. You be too. I'll see you guys later. Bye!